Do you want to know how amazing people connect? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie.
Thanks for connecting. And if you like what you hear, please share.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. This is my first live episode of Marketing with Russ. I'm so excited. Have an awesome guest today, good friend Jennifer Beaumont with the Corvallis Knights Baseball. Can't talk, but so excited for today. You know, this new live format, been doing this with other live shows, but decided to transition the podcast to live. So one thing that you need to know, not only can you see it live at 8 a.m. every Monday and Thursday, but also that's Pacific Standard Time, but also it sits on the platform. So on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, and then I will also put a version on LinkedIn that will be there later, as well as there'll be the audio version on all podcast platforms. So you can pretty much pick it up anywhere, but you can now watch it live, and super, super excited about that. So today, again, we have Jennifer Beaumont. I am just super excited about this. And she has had just a wonderful career with the Corvallis Knights Baseball Team, but also has gone through some challenges in life over the last year or so. So I want to bring her in and introduce her to you right off the bat. So here comes Jennifer. Ta-da!
Good morning, Russ.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you today?
I'm doing really good, really good. So I am so excited to have you on. Again, this is my first live, so I'm taking my new graphics, learning how to do all of that, run the show while you are actually interviewing people is always very interesting. But I wanted to just tell you how much I really appreciate you taking time today, coming on the show. I know that you have a ton of friends and people that are watching, and I just want to remind everybody before we get going, that this show is all about how amazing people connect. And if you want to connect with me, you can connect with me at russhedge.com. That's the best way to do it, russhedge.com. And during this live show, you can also connect with us on the show. And today we've already got people watching. I see that D. Scott Smith is saying, good morning. We love Corvallis Knights Baseball. So thank you, Scott. My good friend and partner in the Experience Live with Russ and Scott, which is every Wednesday, 7 a.m. Don't forget that. So anyway, just so excited about this morning. Jennifer, I first of all want you to give everybody a little snapshot of where you've come from, what you do with Corvallis Knights, and the challenge you've had over the past year. I'm going to let you go ahead and take it away.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, Jennifer Beaumont. My title at Corvallis Knights is Director of Hospitality, which I jokingly tell people it means I make sure there's beer and hot dogs at the games. But in the off season, it really means so much more. It's a blessing and an opportunity year round to connect with people, whether that's businesses or sports fans or people you bump into on the street that might see the team logo on my shirt and say, oh, I hate baseball. Well, that's okay. Come to a game. We want to make you friend. We want to make you family. So, and I started part-time with the team. Oh gosh, 5, 6, I don't know, forever ago at this point. I was in hospitality management and worked for the hotel partner for the team. And so my job there was to book all the visiting teams when they came to town and the coaches and the fans. And then in 2019, I transitioned over full time. So I'm with Corvallis Knights all year round, all the time now, not just when it's sunny at the ballpark. So,
well, I love the Corvallis Knights. I mean, I love the baseball. They have such a great park there at Oregon State where they play, and it's just such a great atmosphere. You guys do a fabulous job. I was blessed being able to, sponsor a couple games with the business I was with before, and got to throw out a couple first pitches and all that kind of stuff. And it was fun. I mean, you just make it a lot of fun, and that's what I think baseball is all about, the enjoyment that people have. Don't you think that?
I think for most of our fans, they're baseball fans, but they're there because they're having a great time with the people around them. They're enjoying a little bit of sunshine, some food, and just the camaraderie with the people in the seats next to them or whoever they get to heckle from 2 rows back. And it's great that there's great baseball going on, but I think for a lot of our fans, half the time they're not even watching the game.
Yeah. Well, I am Mr. Talks Too Much and Mr. Social. So I think that I catch maybe an inning and sing, take me out to the ball game at the 7th inning stretch is what I get because I'm so busy talking to people, eating hot dogs, having fun. And so I just really enjoy that. You have really always been such a joyful person, had such a positive attitude. You and I connected years ago, I think, because we're real similar in our personalities. But, life throws us some challenges sometimes, and you've had a little bit of a challenge over the past year or so. You just want to give us a snapshot of that?
Yeah, sure. Well, March of last year, the decision was made as the world shut down that our baseball season wouldn't happen, which is a strange blessing in disguise. It allowed me time to focus on health and pursuing some doctor's appointments that maybe I would have put off had we been planning for a season a little more seriously. And through all of that, we discovered I had stage 3 lung cancer, and even more unique in that 3 surgeries and a couple hospital stays later, they discovered I had 3 different types of cancer growing in the lower lobe of my right lung. And so that kind of put me out of commission for a while and then led into 14 weeks of chemo treatment that ended right before Christmas.
Well, I think you said it right off the bat, and you're always looking for the silver lining, what I like. It was really a blessing in a way what happened with COVID that gave you time to step back a little bit and then have some more space to deal with that. And I know that you have received so much support for the community because you've done such a great job connecting with people. I always say this shows about how amazing people connect, and you've connected so well that it all came back to you. I know that Baron Robinson with Kicking Cancer did a great job organizing that drive-by that everybody came to show you support, and I was blessed to be part of that. And I just think that it just shows so much what people think about you and all that you've done and how you've really overcome this struggle by the support that they showed.
It was, to be honest, all of the messages and notes as we slowly started to share my story more were overwhelming. And just in the sheer number of people reaching out saying, what can I do? How can we help? We just want you to know we love you. One day, 5 flower bouquets showed up on the front porch. I think the florists were out in the front yard elbowing each other for a spot to set the flowers down, which was pretty amazing. But retrospectively, and I think I told you this a few months ago even, it's humbling to have a community wrap around you when you don't ask for it, when you don't know that you need it, and probably did need it in some ways spiritually and emotionally, but when you don't ask for it, and then to have this vast outpouring of love from the Kicking Cancer community, from the Knights community, from former employers, from all walks of life that we encounter, it's humbling. It's amazing.
Well, I could tell you that when I was talking to people that actually ended up sponsoring this podcast today, both Jason Harris with Financial Freedom Wealth Management and also with Baron with Kicking Cancer are both here watching today as well. I not only do I appreciate them so much, but I know you do as well. You have known Jason through the chamber. We're all chamber ambassadors together, which is awesome in Corvallis. And Baron has done such a great job of pulling people together to really support people. But I don't think it was too hard to support you because you're just awesome.
Oh, well, thank you, Russ. And I'm sure Baron has shared the story with multiple people and how we met inadvertently. He was a guest at a chamber networking event one morning. And so I just found him in the corner and we started talking and we were able to connect him with businesses and community events and with the Corvallis Knights and connect Kicking Cancer to Relay for Life at Oregon State University. And then, all of a sudden I became a story that he wanted to share. And then in December, there were 30 cars lined up around the block to drive by and wave when I was, too weak to get off the front porch. So.
Yeah, it was an amazing event because of the restrictions and the things that we couldn't do. It's amazing how people adjust and are flexible and how that was put together, because I really think, and I know you and I have talked about it, it means so much to the person just that people show up. And, it's just like whether it's on social media or a note or a phone call, just that someone takes time to acknowledge and to support you, no matter what you're doing. If you're going through a big struggle like cancer, or if you are just doing a good job at your work, whatever, it means so much to people. So you are really an overcomer and you're moving forward. And I know that you're super excited because we may actually have a baseball season coming up this year.
That's the plan. We're so excited to be planning for 2021 and have teams and fans back at the ballpark. Fingers crossed everything keeps moving in the right direction, but we're planning full steam ahead.
Yeah, well, I know I'm excited. I want to, be there at the ballpark and enjoy just at least seeing people. I love baseball too, but just seeing people is such a big deal because I think everybody's been so starved. People have been so starved for connection this year. Because of all that's going on. And we're blessed to have technology like this where we can get together, actually talk. I mean, you and I don't get to see each other in person much, and especially with all that you've been going through. But when you have this kind of technology, it's great. But I think everybody's ready to get back to the in-person a little bit. Do you guys have any special things planned to kick off the season?
We are anticipating a couple of fireworks nights during the season, kind of later in the summer, and have some of our usual fun things going on the field. But our welcome back night, the opening night in mid-June, will be just a celebration of champions and the team coming back to defend the most recent West Coast League championship title. So,
yeah, you guys, how many have they won? How many titles have they won?
7 total titles over the years, but currently coming off a 4-peat of 2019. So back to back was 2019.
Wow. I'm telling you, that's awesome. I mean, it's awesome how successful they've been. And I think it's really says a lot about the organization. I know Bree, who is the director, president, whatever she is now, general manager, friend of ours, does such a great job with the whole baseball team. And so I've got another comment I want to throw up here. So besides Jason, we said hey to Scott before. So he says that his daughter was recently promoted to the front desk manager at the hotel. Is that where you used to work, Jen?
I don't think she's at a hotel that I used to work for, but we connected when I was at the hotel, and I highly encouraged her and talked to Scott and encouraged him to encourage her to move forward if that was something she was interested in. And hospitality and hotels are such a great, if you don't know what you want to do and you even halfway like people, it's such a great opportunity to feel out lots of different different avenues of how you can help people, without having to save lives every day, but enhance and enrich people's lives. And because there's so many departments and because you see guests from all over the world, it's a great opportunity for young at heart or people rediscovering themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're such an encouraging person. That obviously helped her. And then Jason's just excited that we're going to have baseball.
I'm so happy. I will save seats for Jason and his family to come sit next to my season ticket section. My husband and I have season tickets, and I might actually get him to come to more games this year. So
that'll be awesome.
Put Jason up there in the shade with us.
There you go. That's it. Awesome. And then Barron wants everybody to know that they have a Kicking Cancer July 15th strikeout cancer at the Corvallis Knights game that honors you. And that is awesome that they're doing that. So, that's one thing that I think the Corvallis Knights team has done so much of reaching out and supporting the community. And that's one thing that I really appreciate about the team, and I appreciate about you as well, because you've always been that kind of person. You've always been the kind of person that's super supportive of others. And I just want you to know how much I appreciate you.
Well, thank you, Russ. I love hearing that, but I appreciate you. And you're right. Corvallis Knights is not, we're the hometown team. We're the Corvallis Knights, but we could be the Mid-Valley Knights. Every community wraps around to support us and shows up at the games, which is wonderful. But more so, it provides us opportunities to help people make memories and unique ways for us to be community partners and support, whether it's in Corvallis or in any of the towns around us. So,
yeah, I know people love it. They really do. So, well, listen, it's we're winding up for today, but before I send you back to the green room for a second, Jen, tell everybody how they contact you and Corvallis Knights today.
Yeah, so the easiest way to guarantee I'll connect with you is going to be through email. My first name dot last name, so Jennifer.Beaumont at corvallisknights.com. That is Knights with a K. And then, or you can check out the corvallisknights.com website, and there will be all my contact information, phone number, email there. Perfect.
Well, I will make sure and put that on the platforms that this rests on, so people will have that information to go back and look at afterwards. And again, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hang tight. I'll see you in just a minute. Thanks again.
All right. Thanks, Russ.
Hey, everybody. Listen, I'm so happy that we've been able to go to this live format because it allows people to be able to jump on and interact. And I just really love the engagement today. Thank you so much to those of you that watched live. Make sure that if you see this on replay, put hashtag replay. Let us know that you appreciate the story, Jennifer's story, and her overcoming. Just really appreciate that. I want to give a special thank you and shout out again to Financial Freedom Wealth Management, Jason Harris and Chandran and the whole team there. And I want to thank them for their sponsorship. Also, Kicking Cancer, Barron, thank you so much for today. You guys really need to support those people because they're doing great things in the community. And so thank you once again. Also, just want to remind you, russhedge.com is where you go if you want to contact me. Has all my contact points. And from now on, every Monday and Thursday, just like before at 8 a.m., but now live, we'll be on here live on Facebook and on YouTube and in Twitter right now, and ultimately on LinkedIn as well. So anyway, till we see you again, have a great day and a great life. Thank you so much. Have a good one. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us for this week's episode of Marketing with Russ, aka #RussSelfie. Be sure to subscribe in your favorite podcast app so that you don't miss a single episode. Have an amazing day.